Good afternoon, Murfreesboro. Michael Linn White here at Oaklands Mansion, where the Wedding Dresses Through the Decades exhibit is underway. And here to tell us about all the dresses here and what's going on, Director of Education, Mary Beth Nevels. Hey, Mary Beth.
Hi, thank you for coming.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. Okay, we're going to start out with some interesting dresses, and we want you to tell us all about it. So let's first go, my eye goes to this black one right here. Tell us, this is really interesting, so tell us a little bit about this one.
This is an $18.99 dress, and yes, it is black. It is a wedding dress. And this bride, she actually got married on June 21st. She wanted to get married on the longest day of the year because she didn't want her wedding day to end. So she has a sweet story that goes along with it. That's
really cool. Do you know why it might be black?
The family didn't know. It could just be that that's what she had or what was available. You're talking about $18.99 in Ohio, so it could have been many different reasons.
Now tell us, Mary Beth, really quick, for someone who has not been to this exhibit, because it's been going on for how many years now?
This is the 8th year.
The 8th year. And these dresses are donated by people in Murfreesboro, is that correct?
They're on loan from ladies in the community, and they change every year. So these dresses at the end of the exhibit go back to their owners, and then next year we'll have a whole new set of dresses and stories and photos.
Okay. Well, let's move on, because I think it's really cool, and while a lot of people would want to come see this, are these that are really old?
Yeah, the dresses date to the mid to late 1800s, 1870s, 1890s, and then we move on into the 1900s. And by having them through the decades and arranged by decade, you can see how the fashion styles change and how they're repeated sometimes.
Now, before we move on to one of the next ones, tell us, Mary Beth, I know this was kind of your brainchild, so tell everyone how this came about, because I've never seen an exhibit like this.
Well, a couple of us were sitting in the office and looking for something that we could do in this room in the wintertime when maybe our winter tourism, we don't have our out-of-town visitors as much, and we don't have our wedding rentals that we are working around. And Polly Ridley was one of our board members who had just passed away, and we had seen her wedding portrait, and it was beautiful. We thought, well, what if we could get her dress and 5 or 6 others and put them out for the community to come see? And we started asking around, and we ended up with 25 dresses that first year, and almost 1,000 people came through to see them. And from there, the exhibit has just grown to over 50 this year.
That's really exciting. So if you have not come to check it out, make sure you check it out. It's really neat and cool. So we're moving on to, now Murfreesboro has a large Laotian population, and this is new this year. Tell us about this one.
This is new this year. These are outfits that were worn in 2004 by a couple here in Murfreesboro. This is actually their reception outfit. They had a ceremony outfit that had green to it. So it's really neat to get some of the customs for their culture and be able to share that.
It's really neat to have something that unique a part of this. Okay, so, and there's so many here to choose from, again, through even up till 2018. So this one caught my eye over here, and I want y'all to see this. I thought it might have been a reception dress or something, but it's not. This is actually a wedding dress that's blue. So, and I know there's a little story behind that.
1954, and when the bride ordered the dress, she ordered it in white. And when it came in, just days before the wedding, it came in blue. And of course, pre-Amazon, she couldn't send it back. So she had to get married in her blue dress, and that became the family story and that she was able to pass down.
I wonder if she was upset about it or if she was just like, okay, do you know?
You know, I think at the time she probably might have been a little bit, but she went with it, and now that's just something the family's proud of.
I think that's a really neat story. My eye immediately went to that one. And let's just talk about one more. I like these really interesting ones because there's always a cool story. Now we have a suit, not a traditional wedding dress, but a woman was married in this beautiful suit right here. Tell us about it.
It's a 1961. It's a little Bobby Brooks navy blue suit with a little white blouse that buttons up. They attended Central High School and were a very young couple. They did elope, and they don't have a wedding photo, but the photo next to it is one when they were dating. They didn't even know the photo existed. A neighbor took it. And when they were planning their 50th anniversary, they were talking to the neighbor, and he was like, I have a picture of y'all when you were dating. And it's just so sweet to see that little couple.
It's really neat because all of the dresses, you've worked really hard to have the story and the date of the dresses right next to it. So when people come, they really know the whole story of each dress.
Well, that's what gives the exhibit personality. It's not just the fashion and the dress, it's the oral history that goes along with it, and it tells you what was going on in Murfreesboro and in the country and the world at that time, whether it be the wartime brides and the groom that's in his uniform, or whether you are looking at the 80s and you see the influence of Princess Diana. It just gives you a little bit of history through fashion.
Why do you think this exhibit has appealed to so many and it's been so popular? It's one of your most popular ones, is that right?
Well, it is. It's part of our mission, education and preservation, and this links both. And because we have reached out to our community and involved our community, we have made such wonderful friends that, you know, they are lifelong supporters now. They have shared their story and shared their treasure, and they come year after year to see all of the others that are now on exhibit.
Great. Well, this is just a little sneak peek of what you will see if you come to this exhibit here at Oaklands, and it runs through, tell us when the date.
Through March the 3rd. It's open every day, Saturday through Monday, 10 to 4, Sundays is 1 to 4.
And how much is it to get in?
$10 to get in.
And really quick, we want everybody to know that if you want to tour the mansion as well, you can do a little bundle.
There's a little combo ticket that we can tell you about when you get here.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining us this afternoon at Oaklands. I'm Linn White, City TV.